going on, everybody? Well, for starters, I feel like Assassin's Creed in this hood, but that's not the point. The point of today, there's no point to today. The point is to have fun and have a good time. But let's talk about something that's really important because, as you know, we're out here. We're out here just doing studying, reading, learning, trying to understand the essence of how life works and then to share it. Because think about this, right? Everything that exists was first thought of. Nothing that exists wasn't thought of. So this idea of thought and creation, you really have to look deep into it, because think of something right now that exists in this world that you could use, buy, or have that wasn't first thought of. Everything was first thought of. And even if you want to start talking about the trees and the ocean and things of that nature, well, if we want to reference the Bible, they were spoken into existence, which means they started as a thought, because anything that you speak starts as a thought. And we also learn that we're created in the image of God, which means that not, again, like we've talked about, not the way that we look, but the fact that we create through our mental faculties the same way. And if we're looking for causes outside of anything but our own mental attitude, we will continuously and forever be met with toil, turmoil, and strife. So how do we get rid of these things? See, we think that our thoughts aren't the issue, but we don't know what we're thinking most of the time. Those thoughts are your giants that you have to take down. So what is your mental attitude? Where is your mental attitude at? Because if you're not monitoring it and putting a smile on your face, it's one of those things. See, we as people want to separate good and evil into two different parts. We want to separate life into good and evil. If something doesn't work out, it's evil. If something does work out, it's good. But how about a different perspective? What if it's all good? What if it's all good? What if everything is good and it doesn't need a meaning? What if it just doesn't need a meaning to be good? What if everything that happens is good? So we have to start looking at it from that perspective. Like, this is all good, regardless of where I am, regardless of what happened. It's all good, because now at least you're looking for the next good thing, and you're starting to use your word, thinking that more good things are going to come to you versus this evil that's going to take things away from you. If there's a good and evil, if there's a God and devil per se, then where does one powers end and the other pick up? Because then now you're starting to create rules, and the only rules that are actually being created are the ones that you're creating for yourself. So what can you do today to get and change your mental attitude? You hear if you do any kind of research and any kind of building yourself up, you have to live as if. So what does that mean? It just means by having that endless faith and just willing to jump off the cliff, not literally, please. Jump off the cliff and enjoy it. And enjoy the ride and say, hey, I'm going to let God take the wheel a little bit and let's see where this takes me. And if you don't like the God reference, I'm going to let life take the wheel. I'm going to let the universe take the wheel. Because it's all the same thing. We're talking about a law. We're talking about a guiding law, not an entity. And that guiding law is always geared towards the next good. So just find that good. Find the good in everything that you do. There's a Jason Mraz, something like that video or song I just listened to recently, Find the Good. It's excellent. It's an excellent song to think about, because there is good in everything. So before I start rambling, just your positive mental attitude. Forget positive mental attitude. Your mental attitude is a reflection of the life that you're living. As within, so without. Change your mental attitude, change your life. But how scary is that? Because you need to change the unseen before it can become seen. That's scary. And then we've been taught in our lives and programmed to challenge it. And what if it doesn't work? And maybe things aren't good, and maybe there is some other working power. Take control of your life. Take control of your thoughts. Enjoy your life, enjoy your time, and see where a better mental attitude about yourself goes. And listen to the video on self-image, because you are in the image of God. So why don't you at least have the right image inside your head? That's what I got for you today. Just get out there and do something good. We say, what does that mean? Exactly. See you soon.